Trump supporter and journalist Laura Loomer posting on X, quote, "I am calling out big tech supremacy and their H-1B visa scam." Musk firing back with, quote, "I will go to war on this issue, the likes of which you cannot possibly comprehend." He also called this section of the Trump camp, quote, "contemptible fools." So Trump, for his part, appears to be siding with Musk on the issue, telling the New York Post that he's a believer in this program. And it comes as the New York Times is reporting Musk is spending $2,000 a night to stay at a Mar-a-Lago cottage that's just hundreds of feet from where the president-elect is staying. The Times reporting this is giving Musk easy access, end quote, to the president-elect. Joining us now to break all of this down, NewsNation media contributor and founding editor of Mediaite.com, Colby Hall. Hey, Colby, quite the hot button here. Happy New Year. Good to see you. So one faction of Trump supporters, let's start here, thinks this program is necessary to attract top talent to the U.S. The other thinks this is harmful to American workers and puts their jobs at risk. What's your take on why this particular issue has sparked this sharp divide within the Republican Party?
Well, there's a few reasons, one of which is that the Democrats are so utterly defeated and busy licking their wounds and sort of thinking about what went wrong that they've kind of removed themselves from the partisan debate. And in that vacuum, you know, nature hates a vacuum, so there needs to be some conflict in political media, and the MAGA set has really sort of filled that void with a debate over, you know, sort of immigration policy. On one end, you have sort of extreme purists who think that we should just not allow anyone in, and then you have this really powerful and influential set with the president-elect Trump, the technology mogul set, who are really reliant on these highly skilled, like world-class programmers who, you know, are tough jobs to fill at companies like Tesla and X and SpaceX. And so, you know, you have this divide between really Elon Musk, who's ostensibly the shadow president, if you're believing that, and then Steve Bannon, who's used to be Trump's right-hand sort of strategist or strategy guy, who is a MAGA extremist. So you see this civil war, and I don't see this ending anytime soon. I think this is a fight that's going to keep on going.
So just to bring this back into the media sphere again, The Atlantic has declared, quote, "the MAGA honeymoon is over," highlighting the divide all of this has caused. But I wanted to ask you about this, Colby, because I think you may have some purists on the fringes. I think the heart of the argument, and correct me if you think this is wrong, is where the devil's in the details here. The real issue being able to strike this balance to implement H-1B visas without them being abused. Do you think there's an opportunity for those details to get ironed out here in the near future?
Yes, and you're absolutely right. The devil is in the details. But I think what you're seeing, especially from the Steve Bannon, Laura Loomer set, they don't care about the details so much as they do about sloganeering. And I think what's really at issue is that that side fears that they've lost power and sway to President-elect Trump, to Elon Musk and many other of the sort of technology billionaires. So they care less about the details, which, by the way, these highly skilled visas have been something that have been well accepted and bipartisan, and only now have they become a controversial issue because I think, you know, Bannon and his ilk see it as a wedge that are trying to divide. And in Mediaite, Diana Falzone had some terrific reporting that said that Musk is, according to some advisors around Trump, starting to kind of like be on the outs with Trump because, you know, he is everywhere and has such influence. Now, that could come from insiders who are worried that they're losing their own sway. So, you know, this is what happens when you have such concentrated power. You have a lot of people gunning for you. And I think Elon Musk is really, you know, has a lot of influence and sway on Trump right now. And so those who've lost their power are now looking for wedges to divide that. And this well-accepted visa program, which really doesn't bother anyone, it really helps the economy, is an in. And I think the media loves to gin, a lot of left-leaning media loves to gin up this conflict because it's fun to talk about.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.